This year's Quest for Success Luncheon, and it's hosted by the Dallas Black Chamber of Commerce. It recognizes African-American entrepreneurs in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And today's guests are Antonio Gibson and Don Lee. Antonio is the president of Joe Gipp Property Management, and Don is the CEO of Impact Professional Group. So thank you, gentlemen, for joining us this afternoon. So let's start off by how you even got your start, how you got into the industry that you're in.
Well, for me, it was just, I say, luck. I started several companies. I always tell everyone this is the one that worked.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
What was it about this industry or this field?
Well, I always knew I wanted to get in real estate. Didn't have the money. I grew up in probably below the poverty line.
Okay.
I researched the industry pretty much every day. I was obsessive about it, and I came across property management, and I seen my way in. It was a way for me to get in real estate without having to actually buy or own property, but I'm able to control it.
Don, I'm wondering if that's a similar situation for you, an industry you weren't necessarily born and raised in, but maybe you learned about and then it interested you.
No, I actually started in the technology industry as an electrical engineer, but business and development, commercial real estate development is what really piqued my interest. So once I said, hey, there's a process and I'm process oriented, I just jumped right in and it took off from there.
I'm curious, do you feel as if you got a lot of foundation as young boys growing up for these fields and maybe the challenges you had in learning about them to be successful, to be where you are now?
Well, for me, as a young boy, I got an opportunity at age 11 to actually do door-to-door sales.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, and the guy who I used to work for, he actually had rental property, and on the weekends, he gave me an opportunity to come work with him, and that kind of planted the seed that I wanted to get into the real estate business. But door-to-door sales pretty helped me. You know, I took a lot of rejection, and in real estate, you take a lot of rejection.
Don, what about you?
Oh, my first company, I was 12 years old. I had 15 guys.
You guys are ambitious.
We cut yards, and I had parents dropping their kids off at my house every morning during the summer to work cutting yards. And that just set the foundation. So after college, I knew I would have my own company one day, and it just really just took off.
Well, you guys are shining examples, but for young boys maybe who look like you, who say, I don't know anything about real estate, I don't know anything about technology or any of these fields, what's your advice to help them succeed and excel? Well,
for me, I just tell them to continue dreaming, work hard. For me, my mom, she was my inspiration. She was the hardest woman I knew, and I watched her every single day go to work. And one day I just wanted to take care of her, and she was my inspiration. For me, poverty worked out great for me because I was able to go to school and go to school on Pell Grants. I was on the Section 8 program when I was in school, so I got free housing. And I just tell them, hey.
You took full advantage.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. If a guy like me can make it, anybody can make it.
And what about you, Don, quickly?
Oh, well, it's the same for me, but the reality is simple. Just do it. People don't want to accept the fact that fear is the one thing that will stop you. Forget fear. Just do it. Have fun while you're doing it. Don't be afraid to fail. I failed so many times. I love telling those stories. But I learned from and built on it, and that's what got me my success today.
Well, that is fantastic advice for the younger generation, and congratulations to you both for being honorees this year.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining us.
Appreciate it. Thank you. All right.